Morning. As you can see, I'm walking up Lady Canning's plantation today. I'm just getting to intersection where Limb Brook, or maybe it is pronounced as Limb, but this is Limb Brook, and this is where it crosses the footpath. And as you can see behind me, this is one of the many leaky dams that were built. Let me spin camera around to show you. So the idea with these is that there's a lot of them. I think there's in the region like 50, and it's all been built using materials sourced locally from the plantation or from the Limb Valley. But the idea is that these big logs that are put in will catch debris as we get really heavy rainfall or a lot of fall off at trees. These logs and these little bottlenecks will stop a lot of debris getting through and allow the small fish and whatever else lives in the Limb Brook to continue surviving. It's a pretty neat idea, and there are some information boards dotted around the plantation that will tell you. There's a QR code that you can scan and get some more information on. But it's made for a really nice area, and there's just water running off from everywhere. It's just piling out of that. And straight onto the path and straight down there into Limb Brook. Regular viewers to the channel will know that I come up. Anyone that knows me really will know that I come up this way quite often. I'm regularly around here. I really like it, and if you've not been before, the walk down the Limb Brook and into Limb Valley is an absolute belter. It really is. I think the Limb Valley is, I don't actually think it's in Peak District. I think it's right on edge of Peak District. But it's a fantastic walk, and down there's 7 of them green signs to back. Trig point up at top here, which is ox stones. I'm going to walk up to. I come up a lot, so I know it quite well, but I never get tired of this area, this little walk that I do. Marvellous. This wonderful yellow tree in front of us is magnificent, and now you can see all golds and browns and all around us. In this area there's some wonderfully maintained tracks. It's actually primarily for mountain biking really, but there's also these little offshoots that'll take you straight through woods into, depths at plantation, and it's really good to have an explore around. And this time of year you'll see some fantastic fungi. I'm going to have a delve in, see if I can see any, take a few photos of. But yeah, it's pretty steady. This is a nice one here. Let's just have a little shoved in here and see what we can see. It's quite a loose trail, but you can definitely get through, because I've been before. Famous last words there. You can definitely get through. Well, you can't, because it is like a quagmire, and the normal track that runs up there is too saturated. So I'm going to turn back. We'll have a look a bit further up, because I'm not here for a bog fest today. I'm here for a nice steadying. This little demon here. Shelter type effort. Magic that. Could do a finishing off. But alright that. Anyway, we're off up here. This is the way to the top of the moor to bag the trig and to see the ox stones themselves. Look at what recent heavy rain's done to path here. All these channels that are like washed out of it. Epic. Bit of a lean on that, isn't it? Oh dear. Look how deep that is. Well, it's hard to judge from here, but right on the edge of the plantation now. Lady Canning's is all the way down there, and we're gonna get through left this gate, and that gets us up to Trig and the Oxstones themselves. An interesting method of closing this door. Just a boulder lobbed on a chain, but it does allow it just to swing back and lock itself in. It's tidy. Nice little vantage point we get to here now. You can see Oxstones, Trig Point, and if we take a look over there, I zoom in a little bit, that is the edge of Stanage Edge. That's White Path Most, and so that's Ethel and Trig Point. That is this closer side of Stanage. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. If I zoom in, you might do. Let me just zoom in. You can kind of see someone sat on top of Oxstones having a climb up there with his dog, and the next rock formation along, some people coming over from there. Quite a popular area this, so you do expect to see some of the people up here. Oxstones, Trig Point. Getting a bit windy now, but other than Whitwell Moor, this is the trig that I've bagged the most. I'm not exaggerating when I say, if I said I've bagged Whitwell Moor Trig Point 500 times, I'm probably downplaying it. You've got to bear in mind I've been going up there since I was, there's not an age that I don't remember going up to, as we used to call it, White Rock. And for years, and I'm talking like, 5, 6, 7, 8 year old here, I believed it were only, I thought it were like centre of universe, this White Rock on top of, an open moorland, and I thought it was fantastic. It weren't until I got older that I found that there were actual use for trig points, and there's, there originally were like 6,000 or whatever. Quick pass by at Oxstones, and then I'm going to get off this open moor, get back down into plantation, and walk back down to Norfolk Arms. Anyone who remembers videos in summer, well, towards the start of summer, springtime, all this were a black and charred mess, and whilst it's still pretty desolate, you can see, especially with naked eye, all green coming back through. So it's good to see, by next summer I'm confident this will actually be grown back to what it was from the big fire that were up here in summer. So that's promising, that's really promising to see. Yes, I've got off at top at moor now, and it's the wind is nowhere near as bad down here. So just heading back into plantation, but Ringing Low, sorry, not Ringing Low, that's a different one. Oxstones Trig Point. I wish I'd have counted how many times I've bagged it. It's going to be somewhere in the region of 30. I do this walk regularly-ish. I think somewhere in the region of 30, maybe a few more, maybe a few less. I'm not exactly sure. I've been coming up here a couple of years now, and it's a nice little circle. Probably only 2-3 mile I do, little circuit, and I vary route as well. There's various trails and tracks that go through plantation. You can come up from road up there. You can walk over from Burbage The car park near Higator, I can't remember its name, but it's not too far away. You can walk up from that side, so it's a nice little walk up here. But like, you get a lot of bikers up here because Lady Canning's has got a lot of mountain bike trails through it, so you do see a lot of people on bikes up here. But I'm alright with that, you know, it's steady enough, there's enough room for everyone, so I'm alright with that. Another couple of leaky dams here. This little small one going over into that much bigger one. I say much bigger, it's basically a big puddle really, but it's much bigger than that small one anyway. So just exiting Lady Canning's now. Nice gentle walk. I've plotted route 2 3/4 miles it's been. Well, it will be when I get back to Norfolk Arms. So that's a nice gentle route. Been a good walk that. Been a nice day. I'll see you all when I see you. Take care, thanks for watching.